All right, chat. All right. We're going to start a little sooner because I need you to see how messed up this is about to be. Okay. I am so upset with everything. You ready? I hope you're ready. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Everything is wrong. Wait, you want to see it better? Wait. Oh, my tabletop doesn't look terrible. Actually, does this camera work? Oh, this camera does work. Cool. How's this one doing? Not great either. Okay. Okay. So I no, all right, chat. Nothing can work right. I'm so upset with everything. So here's what happened. Hold on, I'm cleaning it up as we go along. So I updated Streamlabs because it was like you have to update. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll update. So I open up Streamlabs and this top camera won't work. Like it just won't turn on. So I was like, okay. So I tried every single force and restart trick and whatnot. Let's see. Wait. This is clean up chat. Ready? Ooh, looks better. So I was like, you know, like I can't get the force start. Like nothing will force start it at all. And it's like, well, it could be this. And they're like, well, if you run 3 instances of OBS, you could do this and you can link that and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm not doing all that. I'm lazy. You kidding me? Get out of here with that. So all my shortcuts are gone. Nothing works correctly. Hold on. Let me fix this scene now. All right. So I was like, well, let me go old school OBS then, because that should work. Well, the thing is, it didn't work. It didn't transfer over anything correctly. So now I'm going through. I just have to delete. Actually, I don't want to delete that one. Delete all this other stuff. So it's like it just doesn't work. No, I want to keep that. Get rid of this. All right, let's see. Hold on. That goes away. That stays, I think. Actually, I don't even know what stays and what goes anymore. All right, let's see if this cleans up this one. Ready, chat? No, that wasn't good. Why? What does this one do? Like, why is there like several different ones? All right, let's lock that. Let's lock that. Let's lock that. Lock that. Lock that. Get that. Lock 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 that. Okay, wait. Left screen. I don't think I want this one. Delete this. Okay, better. Better. You can see. You see the top half of me. That's good. Oh, wait. This is the other one we don't want. Okay. This looks promising. I have 2 cafes running in the background. My computer's like going crazy right now because it's running so many things. And it's like, I don't know what you want me to do. And I was like, I don't know what I want you to do either. Get rid of that. That. Do I have a second Switch game? No, I think we need to keep that one. Okay, cool. Cool. Decided to play as well and gave you, yeah, right? It just, oh wait, the fast buttons don't even work. And I need to, okay, so wait, we did starting soon. Talking head. Main monitor. How's my ending look? Oh, my ending looks great. Love it. Love it. All right, let me just delete all of this. Delete. Wait, am I deleting the wrong things? No, I think I'm deleting the right things. Delete. Actually, I don't even know if I'm deleting the right things or not. Who knows? Delete. I'm not leaving chat. Delete. What does this do? Does this look better? Okay. Delete that. Delete that. Okay, cool. And then tabletop's the last big one. Okay, this one just got formatted weird. But I think I could figure this out. It's because everything's like upside down, super far away. But this works. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can figure this out. But yeah, so everything just decided not to work, which is great. Makes me super excited. But I think we can... Oh, there's a lot of weird stuff in here. So yeah, basically I try to transfer everything over. Ooh, wait. We don't want to get rid of that. Twitch alerts, get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. No, I think we want to keep those. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Okay, so this. Clean up this. Perfect. Okay, now the tricky one. This one. We rotate 180 degrees. Better. Better, chat. Wait, is this even the right format? Oh, God, it's not even the right format. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's how you format a desktop. Okay, so we now... Boop. Boop. Like that. Oh, wait. This... How high does this go? Ooh, that's not solid. Okay, better. That's actually pretty close. Actually, yeah, that's actually pretty close. Okay, cool. This still work? Okay, that still works. I think we're mostly back in business, chat. I just have to redo everything. So anyway, with it now, the way it stands, I have to basically... Actually, let me redo one more thing. This is an easy switch I could do while I'm talking to you. So basically, what's happening is that, again, nothing wants to work correctly. All right, let's just delete all of these things for now. OBS, scene selection, not collection. Oh yeah, I guess scene collection. No, not scene collection. We want, yeah, scene collection. Nope, that's not what we wanted. We didn't want collection. We want one scene. How do you do that? Oh, scenes. Duh. Okay, so we make this talking head. Boom. Scene. We have this one being what would the second one usually be? Desktop? Yeah, tabletop. Boom. Scene. Main monitor. Boom. Oh, we forgot to do the intro. Scene. Intro. So we're starting soon. Scene. Be right back. Scene. Ending. All right, do these buttons work now? Okay, good news. Good news bears. Yeah, you're gonna get ads. I apologize. I wish it didn't have to be this way. So anyway, what's happening now too, that's also annoying, is that talking head. And then this one should be main monitor. Okay, cool. All right, I think we're mostly set up. So what's happening now is because the reason I use Streamlabs in the past. Wait, does this work? All right, cool. I've used Streamlabs in the past is because I can multi-stream really easily. So I send out one signal of like 6,000 kilobytes upload, and it splits it for me. And sometimes that's a problem, sometimes it's not a problem. More recently has not been a problem, so that has been good. But it does have some limitations where like things fall apart and whatever. So Then I was like, okay, OBS I can still do, but I have to send 2 separate streams myself. So it's just harder on my computer, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's actually chilling out now that I closed like so many duplicates. So it still like works. But I have to send one and the other. So if there's like stuttering or frame issues and whatnot, that's why. So I apologize if any of that starts happening. Hopefully it won't be that big of a deal. But yeah, it's just not gonna work. I could try running kick right now, but it's probably gonna fall apart. JDZ Quest, thank you for the raid. Hopefully you all are doing well today. You came in just when I started fixing streams, so I appreciate that. Because it's been a nightmare so far. Everything fell apart. But anyway, chat, how you doing? What is it, Wednesday? Hopefully you're all doing well. Claire, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. It has been exhausting and tiring, but we're there. JDZ, what did you end up playing? Or what were you playing, I guess I should say. But yeah, today has been a long day, especially with that. But I think we figured out for the most part. Hopefully, if there's any sound issues, let me know, chat. Like if you can't hear something right, because I had to redo all the audio as well. But I think that's mostly set up, mostly all right. I don't know 100% if it's not or whatever, but just, you know, let me know. Appreciate it. So, speaking Spanish, ¿Cómo está usted? Muy bien.
Hello there.
Hello there. If anything, it'd be D20 Vodviking. CyberJace, welcome to chat. Oh my god. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. That's all right. That's all right. It's fixed. It's mostly fixed. Yeah, so anyway, I can't, like, my internet physically cannot handle 3 streams being put out. So that's the only reason we're not going to be on Kick right now, because it physically cannot handle it. Like, it will just fall apart and die. And it's already, I can see the internet in the background already struggling with what we're doing. It does not know what to do with the amount of information that's being sent out. Oh well. CyberJace, did you update your icon? It looks different. And the cyclone bomb hasn't hit yet? No. You all get a major snowstorm, we're gonna get crushed. We're supposed to get crushed. Not excited. Yeah, I like Bumblebee. Oh yeah, it is Bumblebee. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was Lisa Simpson at first. That's where my head went at. Oh well. Oh well. We don't know what to do with one inch of snow. So I'm supposed to fly out for a work trip on Sunday night. I'm supposed to fly out. And the airport I'm flying out of, we're supposed to get hit with about a foot of snow. And they are already freaking out. Like, they have no idea what to do. No clue. So it should be a good time. Should be super enjoyable. We'll see. We'll see. My boss is like, I'm flying out a day early. Do you want to fly out a day early? Like, nah, I'm good. You have fun with that. I was like, I'm just gonna stay home and chill. I was like, maybe I just get so much snow I can't do anything. And then, oh, wouldn't that be a shame? Because I really don't want. Because we have to go to Vegas. I can't stand Vegas, dude. I can't stand it. I can't do it. I don't enjoy gambling. I don't enjoy paying for $8 bottles of water. I don't mind having a beer or two. I usually like bourbon. Can't drink a glass of bourbon there. It's like $30 for Buffalo Trace or something cheap. Well, Buffalo Trace isn't that cheap anymore. But we can't do that. So it's just crazy right now. So yeah, I gotta go to Vegas. Always my least favorite place in the world to go to. But oh well. Oh well. Oh well. But yeah, I'm supposed to be there for the entire week and then take a red eye, which is even worse because I hate red eyes equally as much. So I have to do that. And then we'll see if I get back on time. And I feel bad for Nobbles because she can't work the snowblower, and we're supposed to get like 8 to 8-ish inches of snow. So we're supposed to get 8 inches of snow-ish, probably gonna have to shovel that bad boy, and that stinks a lot. So that is that. That is all the excitement on our end, chat. And then yeah, I have to figure out what's going on in my stream because it's all a mess. And oh god, I almost knocked over all my cards. No. So yeah, so 8 inches of snow. God, chat. The pit of despair. So yeah, so we have that going for us right now, which is super exciting, super fun. Wait, is this even the right things? No, these are not the right things. Everything is out of whack, as they say. That is with this. This is with this. Okay, cool. I think that's that. Oh, if only we knew. You're supposed to get 46 inches plus ice. Ugh. That's the thing, like, I don't mind the snow and whatnot, but when you add ice on top of it, ugh. And like, it's not even like fun for like my son to play in then. Because it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Throw an ice ball at you? And I'm like, well, I guess. But it's not preferable, you know. I hope you don't do it. All right. What we'll do is we will jump down here. Is this even like straight? It looks crooked. I think it's all right. All right, so we'll get this mostly set up as we go along. Because why not? Why not, chat? Right? Why not? But yeah, hopefully you all been keeping up with the Arkham news recently. It's been super exciting on their end of things. Let me tell you, they're all super hyped and excited. I feel for the Arkham community. I do. I feel like they're going through it right now. All right. Hold on, I gotta turn on these lights. That did the summer? Yeah. I covered it in today's video. I covered what's going on with them. What's going on for Arkham? So generally speaking, in the past, Arkham campaigns in the past have been 8 scenarios long, and they're now dropping it down to 5, basically. Maybe a secret one in there, but it sounds like they're pretty much dropping it down to 5 moving forward. So they're a little in despair right now. But my video today kind of covered that a bit. Not like a ton, but a decent amount. Has anyone printed proxy cards for champions? No, I have not. Other people have, though. Other people in chat have. They might show up. Clara, is the Cthulhu expansion any good? I don't know yet. I have it, but it's in shrink wrap. I'll probably do it after this expansion. Cap wants me to pause. Cap, let us know when you're back. All right, let me see what my chaos bag is supposed to be. YouTube has shorter ads. Are you back now, though? Because we just finished the Arkham talk. I'm just kidding. We didn't finish it, but let me know, Cap. Is Arkham a hard game to learn? No, it's really not. There's some tricky things with it, just like there is for Marvel Champions. But I don't think it's hard at all to learn. The only thing with Arkham is you kind of have to play two-handed for most things. I will say that. You can true solo stuff, but it's a bit tougher to do. What was it? They thinking of having print and play to? Yeah, so it sounded like they were gonna have some print and play stuff to kind of help with crossover stuff. So it won't be like super needed, but it'll like help with that from my understanding. Was there a question answered? I hit a bug. The Cthulhu stuff. So I haven't done Cthulhu. It's still in shrink wrap, so I don't know. I've heard people say it's okay. Like not great, but okay. I plan to do it after this. Hoodie guys. 2 of them. 2 stone tablets. 2 of these guys. Alright, cool. And I like that investigators won't be tied to campaigns and that becomes more modular. They definitely are pushing the more modular stuff. I like the direction they go and have the same sentiments that you had. I'm liking the short campaigns. It means I play more quickly. I'm liking that too. I like that they're not tied. I think that was a huge deterrent for a lot of people. Personally, doesn't mean it was, but it just feels like it kind of was. Local game store had Legend of the 5 Rings in stock. Dude, that's amazing. So where do you go from Cthulhu? Isn't he the main boss? He basically is. And that was when like the community freaked out at first. Because like Cthulhu is supposed to be like the end of Marvel Champions. I think somebody said that originally. I don't know if it was MJ or not. But somebody originally said that like once we get Cthulhu, that's how you know we're done with the game. And they've kind of had to walk that back and be like, no, like just things are changing. And because I didn't play that last expansion yet, I'm not 100% sure what that means. Overall, from the community, I heard the last expansion is like okay. Nothing amazing, but okay. But yeah, so Arkham's going to be moving to a modular set moving forward, kind of like Marvel Champions is. So a lot of times the difficulty in this game is just by changing what's in this bag to make it harder. This is like the random thing, right? So this is the, hey, AW. This is the random thing in the game. So a lot of people in Marvel Champions don't really love it because it's just like a random bag and that can kind of stink. So they want to change the difficulty overall to be like that you again do more modular type things. And the modular type things, I said this works right, yeah, the modular type things will increase or decrease the difficulty. It was also interesting that during the whole chat, basically Duke was like, yeah, my heart goes out to everyone that like likes the longer ones. I really like the longer ones, but we're not doing longer ones, which definitely makes it feel like it's a business maneuver, probably to get higher margins on things, I would assume. I don't know that for a fact, but it feels very much like that they want to do it for margins. I still hope the price will come down like a touch on things, but I don't know. Change your soul, especially when you pull bad tokens. Dude, but pulling the bad tokens just feels bad. But the one, what is it, Mystics can kind of mess with it, so. Yeah, Embracer sell them. It wasn't quite $1 billion, right? It was like 700 or 800 million. I mean, because when you get that high, who's counting, right? What are the clock tokens for? Those are my action tokens. It's because I can't remember things. Yeah, it sounds like it's all business. It does. I think both investigators died from death last time, right? Yeah, they each have 1 trauma, so they lose 1 health. Got 2 of their. I wish I would have gotten the action dials. So I got these back when I was paying for everything, and then because I wasn't mainly an Arkham player, they don't really give me as much. I mean, they still give me stuff. I'm not gonna say they don't, but I wish I would have gotten the action dials instead. They seem really cool and more kind of like worth it, if that makes sense. And she's at 7. They die by fish. Yes, they did. The fish monsters killed them. As should happen to any good investigator in their life. 6 mental. But I may, now that we're playing more of this and going to be playing it more for the foreseeable future, I may talk to Bias and Token about sending some extra stuff. I haven't bought anything by the same token from Arkham yet because I used to be super into Arkham but kind of fell off. That's how I was too. I'm not gonna lie. The what was it? The Edge of the Earth and the Scarlet Keys felt absolutely flat with me. I mean, just absolutely flat. So it's one of those things that like I just lost interest in the game because of that. And now I miss the campaigns. Like I'll be frank, I don't really like the Marvel campaigns anymore, but I like doing campaigns. So that's kind of what's drawn me back into Arkham. Is like, if I'm going to do it, there we go. Are you done with Marvel Champions for a while? Are you pumping the brakes at Marvel Champions? So I'm not done. Hey, Justin, who's Frank? I'm not done with Marvel Champions by any means. I just want a break. I think I'm just exhausted with it. Exhausted with quite a few things from it. Oh, I'll be touche. You got me. Welcome, Justin. So I'm not done with Marvel. The petty me is still upset that I didn't get anything to preview because I'm petty. And that just puts a damper on things. But past that, I've been playing a ton of it, and I just kind of need a break from it. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to take a break from it. Yeah, it's just annoying too. Because like, I didn't realize, like I thought when they didn't select you, they at least like told you. Which, you know, communication. But they don't. They just ignore you. Which is just like, okay. Like, you're really going to ignore us? So. And especially someone that's been doing it for years now for them. Like, I have no problem if they said, hey, D20, look, we love you. We love everything you do. Thank you for playing this game on stream now for 6 years. We really appreciate it, but we want to give some of the up-and-comer people like a shot, and it's a really hard decision, but we had to switch with so-and-so because we really want to like let their channel grow and, you know, let them become a bigger thing. We're just going to ask that you step aside. Not really ask, but, you know, tell me. And I go, okay, like, that's cool. Like, yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, and I'm happy that there's 2 or 3 new content creators that are getting their shot because it's a huge boost to your channel. It really is. So I'm happy they're getting that shot. I really am. And that's good for them. But just the way that they go about it, I think it would just be like, again, just, you know, just tell people, like, just talk, just communicate as the communications department. They'll let you preview Kool-Aid Man. Maybe that's how I come back. They let me do it. I don't know. But we'll see because they'll do in about a month and a half. Game mat is dope. It's from Momo Monster. They make double-sided mats. They're really cool. So maybe they come back and say it. And honestly, I don't even know. I mean, I'll probably do it because I'm a sucker. But I don't know. Like, I'm so just like upset with the whole situation. I don't know. So yeah, that's I guess just a me issue. I think they did something big on Star Wars Legion mini game. I heard they are definitely adjusting. Nice. I did a live stream for SWU. To be honest, I have been pulling the new cards from Hall of Heroes because they haven't made a big deal about it for the majority of these new card previews. The new streamers now. Clear on YouTube. All right, I appreciate you. No, and that's the other thing is like, I know they come out with the release schedule. They should really post it. They did it for Arkham once. They posted the release schedule on their website. They never done it for Marvel, but they did it once for Arkham where they posted it on their website and they were like, hey, these are all the things we're going to do. Go support these channels, which was like a really nice way to do it because it gets you a lot more exposure and whatnot. And I get there's corporate nonsense you have to deal with, but like, if you can do it for Arkham, I don't see why you can't do it for Marvel. So, yeah, that always felt weird to me too. But I agree that the new streamer stuff, the other thing that's interesting, I find interesting, is that like I kept an eye on like Nelson's rates because I was like, oh, I want to see what Nelson does because whatever Nelson does, he roughly does like the same stats that I do for stuff like that. And Nelson's fantastic. I love him. But like his views on it weren't as high as I expected, because he also offers the cards in PDF format, which gets shared out, or on Google Drive, sorry, which gets shared out on Reddit and Facebook, because people don't want to support YouTubers for whatever reason. That's their prerogative. I don't really care. So his view count was not nearly as high as it used to be. Now that may be because there's not a lot of excitement for Wonder Man. I don't really know. Is this mat crooked? That's better. I mean, this is all crooked, but that's okay. It's wonky. They don't synergize. They don't synergy between different factions within FFG, and I'm pretty sure it's the same comm person too. So I'm excited to get Ash's Ascendancy, but Game Nerds isn't getting the shipment out. Game Nerds is so slow. I love Game Nerds for their prices, but it's so slow. No, it's definitely the camera's crooked. Not that way. This way? This way? I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's Maybelline. Whatever. Also, I don't know Spanish, so I'm not watching Manos de Thanos. I think is Manos de Thanos the only one that's not English? I can't remember if they added another one that wasn't English or not. And I get that they want to like do it international too, but yeah. See? Okay. To me, Marvel Champions feels less important to FFG than other LCGs, but it's my favorite, which is wild because Marvel Champions, from everything I've heard from my sources internally, is that, again, Marvel Champions sells better than Arkham. I think, all right, tin hat foil time. No proof on this, okay? This is just D20 being D20 for a second. I think that they can kind of see the writing on the wall with Marvel Champions, that if they don't sell big name heroes, the game doesn't sell well. I think it's what we all kind of know deep down, that yes, people will buy the other stuff, but it won't do as well at market. Like X-23 is a perfect example. X-23 is a phenomenal hero. I recommend her to everyone, but she's not as big of a name as like a Daredevil or Daredevil or Captain America or whatever. So she just doesn't sell as well. Versus the Arkham people just buy Arkham. Like, there isn't that same like, oh, I really can't wait till they get Bob the investigator or whatever, right? You know, there's that too. So I think it's also partially related to that they don't have these worries and concerns with it as much. They just want more of that game. You know what I mean? So I think that's another part of it too, is I'm going to guess that we know from MJ, who she said on my channel, that when they did the Mythos packs, each pack sold worse and worse and worse and worse, which was weird because they just didn't complete it. But I'm going to guess each starting point was very strong in what they sold, right? So I think that's why they went to the big box format, because they'll just sell it all to you. This way you get your money. We get your money. And then if you don't play the whole thing, that's not our problem, type of thing. The licensing fee for Marvel Champions has to be pretty high compared to Arkham. Oh yeah, Tony. There is no... Arkham is not open source. What is that? I always forget what it's called. Open IP or whatever. Like, anyone can do anything HP Lovecraft related, and you don't need a specific license for it. Public domain. Thank you. It's public domain. So there's like no real cost to it. Versus, you're right, Marvel, heck, even if it's 15%, probably more than that, but let's just say it's 10-15%, that eats a lot, you know. I always thought DC Champions would be cool, but could they come up with more ways to play a hero, or would it just be a reskin of Marvel Champions? I don't think it'd be a reskin. I think they're good enough to figure out a new way. I just don't think they want to pay two different licensing IPs at this point. They just haven't tucked those last name heroes into boxes, or last name heroes in boxes. Bring back the heroes with boxes with 4 heroes and be done. I think they'll do it with Fantastic Four. They own Arkham Files IP. Yeah. Star Wars for sure. It's not a big one. Looking forward to DC Legendary. Dude, I'm so hyped for DC Legendary. It's gonna be so good. I mean, I know it's just like a slightly different version than Marvel, but I don't care. I'm only here for the channel, dude. I appreciate you, Mike. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the real fear with FFG is they have to get higher and higher margins. And I honestly think that's why they're going the Kickstarter route with the board games. And I hope it's successful. I hope it's successful because I do think it opens the door to go back to some of the LCGs and do stuff. Any more heroes do you think Marvel Champions can crank out before they go back and revise big names? I mean, there's probably maybe a dozen, I would say, before they get there. First, I was disappointed with SWU was TCG, not LCG. But you know how much I love SWU now? I mean, SWU is a brilliant game. And that's the other thing. SWU is printing money for them. There are issues with SWU. I hear it's getting less and less popular. So we'll see. But, I mean, the TCG money has been crazy. Counting down the days for my Echo hero. I think it's like Echo could be interesting. Because there's no expectation for Echo. This is my other thing. Is like, I think Daredevil is going to be a failure. Because everyone expects 100 different things. And you can't obviously do all that. So it's not going to do that well. You know? Have I ever played Iron Helm? No, but I heard it's really good. It's like a tin box, right? Or something like that. And there's like a couple small expansions. I heard it's good. Somebody tried to get me into it a while ago. I'm not opposed to it. I just haven't gotten to it. For a while, it was out of print because there was a big hype run for it, and then everyone bought it. And I think he does like batches, if I remember correctly. I don't remember 100%. But yeah, I think that's Tim Helm is the smaller version. Okay. A new version called Underquest is on crowd sale over there now. Is it supposed to be related? Like as good? Marvel Champions needs to take the TCG route and reprint aspect cards, alter art cards, and holographic heroes and villains. I mean, they're gonna kind of do it with their whole limited thing, or not limited, current and legacy environment. Like, what makes SWU interesting, in my opinion, is that each release cycle has like a hook, right? The bounties, the ships, the attachments, or whatever it may be, and then it's just kind of forgotten about in other versions, which is interesting. And I think Marvel Champions kind of wants to do that. I do think it allows design space to open up. I think it just upsets people because like it makes their older stuff feel less worthy. I don't know. It's an updated version. I like a lot of the changes. Okay, I have to check that out. Underquest. Okay, yeah. That's similar for Arkham. Yeah. So I don't know. I think they know that they have a money-making IP with Marvel Champions. They just have come to the realization that people want the big name heroes. You're gonna try Kinfire Delve soon? It's on its way. I purchased it, so it is on its way. Pay for it with my own money, and yeah, we'll give it a try once it gets here. So sad I bought so much SWU stuff and didn't get a single porg. Oh no, we have to open the box still because we haven't opened our booster box yet. I better be able to make a porg deck. We're pretty darn close. My Bless Many character in Innsmouth has had a rough time. Oh no. $80 a day could buy a lot of Kinfire. That's what I was saying. That's why I jumped into it. All right, let me finish setting this up. Okay, scenario 2. I bought all of Imperial Salt and Hasbro killed it. That was a rough one, I bet, yeah. Have you tried Lord of the Rings trick-taking game? No. No, I heard it's good, though. I want to get into it. Just wait 3 days and you can do Kinsfire Crown. I don't know if I could do something that big. I like small games now. Except for stuff like this. Okay. Here we go. The Vanishing of Elina Harper. Oh, I gotta read stuff. Okay. Wake up, damn it. Agent Dawson shakes you awake with her right hand. You're in the passenger seat of a pristine state-of-the-art motor car, its polished body glowing with the light from the moon as it rolls through the foggy Massachusetts countryside. We're almost there, Dawson informs you. Unfortunately, Innsmouth lacks a working railroad, which you would have preferred. There's a bus that runs from Boston to Newburyport, and another that runs from Newburyport to Innsmouth. But Dawson had insisted on driving you there himself, perhaps to provide you an escape route should things go sour, or to show off his expensive automobile. Probably both. As you arrive at Innsmouth, the stale odor of day-old fish, gross, and decrepit, musty buildings washes over you. Many of the buildings along the western side of town seem to be abandoned. Though you occasionally spot figures in some of the windows, you imagine Agent Dawson's opulent car must make quite an impression in such a dirty, dingy town. I mean, they're just trying their best, bro. You joke that perhaps you should have driven here in a jalopy, to which he replies with a smirk, "That's never been my style." Eventually, you reach a defunct railroad station that was given up years ago. A few train cars sit abandoned on the tracks, and the depot is boarded up and condemned. Dawson suddenly grimaces and points to another vehicle in the open lot. That's Agent Harper's Breezer. Let's park here and continue on foot. We can move through the town a little easier that way, he reasons. You check Agent Harper's vehicle before continuing, but it contains no clues as to her whereabouts. From there, you head eastward beside the Manuxic River, passing numerous deserted warehouses, sodden alleyways, and standoffish townsfolk. They sound nice. Harper's got to be somewhere in this forsaken town. Residents don't look all too friendly. Wouldn't be surprised if she drew too much attention from the local mob or the like. Dawson begins to contemplate aloud. You ask how he knows his agent isn't simply keeping a low profile. Yes, well, we have a code phrase for that. If she hasn't sent me a letter saying she had some errands to run, that's a deep code phrase, let me tell you that. That would have signaled that she was just out of touch for a short while. Without the signal, I have to assume the worst. To the northeast, several factory buildings loom in the rest of the town's sagging gambrel roofs, cupolas, and widows' walks. None of the locals stop to greet you along your way. Given the repulsive countenance that many of them bear, their aversion to the unusual small town pleasantries is a relief. Yay. Which set with the porgs in? I think the most recent one. No, I didn't join the Patreon page. Yeah, I did for a little bit to read it, and then I got out of Arkham, so I was like, I should probably get back into that. Eventually, you reach the town square just south of Manuxic. Through these crumbling brick buildings that surround the supposed heart of the town, inspire little confidence in Agent Harper's safety. An old bus idles nearby, its greasy-looking driver leaning against the door and eyeing you suspiciously. With little else to go on, you decide to split up, knowing that you can cover much more ground that way. Man, you never split up. Canvass the locals and learn more about this town, Dawson says. Find out who the big shots are in this hellhole. Again, this is probably why they don't like you, dude. Like, you know? One of them is bound to know where Harper was last seen or who she was with. I'm going to see if I can find where she was hiding out and look for some sign of her. Meet up with me here at 1900 hours. Understood? You nod in agreement and go your separate ways. The first person you check with is the bus driver, who probably has a decent understanding of the town. His coarse grayish skin is the first thing you notice, followed swiftly by unusual deep and shadowed creases in his flesh of his neck, almost as if he were permanently aged. I think it's just called aging. His bulging eyes are unsettling, and you're suddenly unsure whether you have seen him blink even once as you approach. You start to offer your hand as you introduce yourself, then think better of it, just in case the man has some kind of disease you've never heard of. He introduces himself as Joe Sargent and gives you a useful, if cursory, rundown of some nearby buildings. All right, so what follows is a summary of the information conveyed to the investigators about the town of Innsmouth. In plain view of the town square is a grocery of the first national chain run by a youngster by the name of Brian Burham, an outsider from Arkham. The idea that somebody else from Arkham might be here fills you with a degree of hope and perhaps a little bit of pity for the boy. The Gilman house, owned by Arthur Gilman, is the only hotel in town. Considering its shabby appearance, you suddenly wish you had only planned a day trip. Down the street from Gilman House, tucked between a dismal restaurant and a drugstore, is a little bookshop, so named not for its size but after its owner, Joyce Little. Mr. Sargent doesn't seem to care much about her. To the north along the Manuxic is the Marsh Refining Company, the centerpiece of the town's only industry. Joe speaks of its owner, Barnabas, whom he calls Old Man Marsh, with a measure of reverence and admiration. Mr. Sergeant tells you to avoid the old bridge along the Fish Street, which has collapsed from years of despair and now only serves as a haunt for the dispossessed. And Don listened to the drunk Zadok, the bus driver warns, is tales are just that. Tales, nothing more. Yeah, okay. I love Joe. Not splitting the party, I know, right? Yes, I want this great shout out, Underquest. This is a great audiobook. I know. I'm one of the best. Further east, past Walter Street, lies Innsmouth Harbor. Sergeant warns you not to get in the way of the dock worker or the business, for they are a rowdy bunch who aren't used to outsiders. They don't like your kind around here. Especially the ironically named Robert Friendly, whose name Sergeant utters with a hint of hostility. To the north, on the New Green Church, there exists an old Masonic hall, now given over to an organization referred to as the Esoteric Order of Dragon. Oh, I want to befriend them. What truly goes on inside the old, decrepit building is anyone's guess. Okay. Scarlet Keys is the audiobook. Oh my god, so much reading. Finally, Mr. Sergeant asks you what you're doing in Innsmouth. You dodge the question with one of your own, asking him if he's ever seen anybody around here matching Agent Harper's description. He pauses and shakes his head. Never seen her. He mutters, refusing to meet your gaze. Ah, he's a liar. You spend the rest of your day learning the layout of the town and attempting in vain to make conversation with the locals. The more time you spend in this strange, squalid town, the more you wish you had never taken Agent Dawson up on his offer. There's something foul in the air here, something rotten, it's probably the fish, and fetid that disturbs you to your core. Later that night, you meet up with Agent Dawson in the now deserted town square and share what you've learned. Take a look at this. He hands you a creased, ink-stained letter addressed to him. Turns out Harper had a room at the disgusting hotel. Still does technically, but it seemed like she hasn't been around for a few days. I broke in and found this among her things. Judging from the unmailed letter, it seems Agent Harper knew something in town was tracking her movements. I'm being followed, the missive explains. Don't know how they know, but they know. It's like, oh, this whole town is in on something. I have no contacts here whom I trust. I'm going to require more than one agent to sort this out, I fear. The letter's cut off. Well, she does have one more agent, or she has more than one agent now, Dawson says bitterly once you are done reading it. There's only one reason she would have sent this letter. Harper's in danger, and somebody in this ball-up town knows where she is. Together, you begin to formulate a plan to find Agent Harper. First, narrow down her last known location. Second, find out who she's been in town with. Then, pay them a visit. Okay. Agent Dawson was briefed on your task and prepared for the mission. Each investigator may now spend the experience under... Okay, so we have 2 experience that we could spend. I'm going to hold it for now and see if we can do all right with it. Yeah, I'm just going to hold it for now. Okay. So we need this symbol. We need a weird eye fish thing. Wait, these also go in there. All right, there's the weird eye fish thing. 2, 3, 4. Then we need squiggly line and a trident. Squiggly line is 3. Trident 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trident 6. All right, so these go aside. Then we need some for the basic box. Night of the Zealot. All right, we need this one. Wait, this is backwards. Okay, chilling cold. We need the door. Locked doors. We need a clock, and we need the antler thing. Is this the antler thing? This is the antler thing. And the clock is usually not the locations, right? Just all the other treachery cards. Brick killed someone with a trident. Okay. these probably also go in there. Cool. All right, so you only need Hunting Shadow 3 and 2 false leads. Okay, cool. Okay. Dude, what a great movie. Okay. So, now that we have all of our things, this goes up here. These all go together. Probably. Maybe. Let's see what we got here. We got put the following locations to play. Innsmouth Square, Marsh Refinery, Innsmouth Harbor, Fish Street, Bridge. Yeah, we did that. First National Grocery, Gilman House, Little Bookshop. And we begin at the Innsmouth Square. That's fun. Forgot how long it took to set bar. It does take a while. All right, Innsmouth Square goes in the middle. Marsh goes up there. First Street or Fish Street Bridge. Hold on, wait, we can move these up a little bit. Goes there. The harbor goes over here. Then on this side, we have the little bookshop, goes way to the west. Grocery above. Gilman House below. This there. And we start at the square. Cool. Prepare the leads deck. This is before. Okay. Put the double-sided Finding Harper agent reference card into play next to the scenario. Okay. Finding Agent Harper. Okay, find the 6 unique enemies with the suspect trait in the six single-sided locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, hideouts go in one spot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suspects go in another spot. Put them both on this side for now. All right, Thomas and Elina go outside to play. Hunting on one winged enemy. One winged. Okay, they get set aside. I'll play too. Cool. All right, so all right, randomly choose one card from the and place them face down beneath the Finding Agent Harper card without. Okay, so Seb is tiring sometimes. I know it is. So we have to shuffle one of these, place them face down beneath Finding Harper. So one goes there. This is the second scenario. One goes there. Okay, there's 2 of them under there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shuffle the remaining 10-1. And this is the leads deck. Put Act 2 and Agenda 3 aside for now. We don't need them. And shuffle the remaining of the encounter cards, and then we're good. So in this scenario, you're tasked with figuring out which suspect enemy has kidnapped Agent Harper and which hideout is holding her. Oh, this is done by discovering and spending clues and look and draw cards from the leads deck. Each card in the leads deck represents one of the possible suspect enemies or one of the possible hideout locations. Since the correct enemy and location are face down beneath her, none of the cards can be the correct choice. Therefore, by looking at the cards of the leads deck or by putting them into play, you can narrow down the list. When you're confident, you can figure it out. Cool. Beware, you only have so much time. Must be mermaids. So it's kind of like Clue, yeah. All right, cool. Let's actually move this here. I can put that up there, so that gives us a little more room. All right, mostly set up now. Or at least as good as we're going to get. All right. Yeah, both already died once. So I got that going for me. It's 5 cards, right? You start off with. Beats out. All right, that is shuffled. 5 cards, 5 clues. I think we're good to go now. Draw opening hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. YouTube is smoother? Yeah. Twitch is a pain. All right, so we got painkillers, we got dexterity, we got overpower, we got daring, and we got guts. But Twitch has emotes? Yeah. That's true. It does have that. I don't think we need overpowered yet. I don't think we need painkillers yet. Yeah, I think we'll do these 2. Okay. And then these get shuffled back in, right? I think that's how Arkham works for Amber. Yeah. All right. Cool. 5 cards there. See where her 5 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Followed lockpicks could be good. Oh, astounding we don't want. All right, we'll just get rid of that. Obfuscation. Yeah, I think we'll just start. I mean, we'll just see how this goes. All right, chat. So, Act 1. The next morning, you and Agent Dawson split up to find them. The investigation spends X clues as a group parlay. Reveal the top X cards of the leads deck to a maximum of 3 and draw. All right, so it's per person. Draw 1 of them. Shuffle the rest back into the leads deck along with the top card of the encounter deck. Limit once per round. You may advance at the end of any round. Hint, you will have to make an accusation when you advance. Advance when you believe you have narrowed down the killer. Okay. So if we spend 2 clues, we can reveal 1 card, right? So we can spend a maximum of 6 clues, basically, because it's the investigators spend X per investigator as a group. Draw. Okay, that's fine. This one is if you defeat a suspect enemy other than the kidnapper, take control of each clue on that enemy. Recording your campaign log. Name of enemy is Out for Blood. Okay. So we're in the Innsmouth Square. Just space these out just a little bit more since we have some room. All right, so one side of the cobblestone street has a space. I can't read. That's cursive and it's small. Opposite space was a straight line in the river. The other is a semicircle with a slanted roof of bricks, about 1800 period, from which several streets radiate away from the southeast, south, and southwest. Okay, cool. All right, so this comes in with 4 shroud, 2 clues total. You may decide to lay low for a while if we resign, and we spend 2 resources. Move to a connecting location. Cool. D20 is blind. Fact check true. All right, so 2 clues there. And basically it connects this way, right? So we're pretty good with this. Like it doesn't go out this far. Doesn't go out that far, but it does go there. It does go there. Okay, so the setup is good. Okay. Don't eat the clue. Yes, it would not eat that up if we don't want to. So, all right. We got to get clues, and we got to search around. Maybe we get stabbed. Who knows? We could do this. I have faith in this, chat. All right, so they'll go here, 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 here. Okay, we still have some room for that, so that's good. As the drunk guy like the book? I know, right? All right, so we have Silas first. He'll be our first player for this. So, and I know last game we were doing skill cards slightly wrong, because we were returning cards from our hand we shouldn't have been. I was told later on. So like if you do a skill and you decide to use this stuff, you can't return it back to your hand. With Silas is what I was informed. I do have the little arrows. I just don't want to put that much on the map right now. I got a ton of them. I even have the 4-way arrows and whatnot. Boom. Okay, so I'll first play our catalog for 2. Which states it uses 5 secrets. If it has no secrets to discard, you may spend secrets on this catalog to pay for an item, asset played by any investigator at your location. So I'll put that in. Give ourselves our 5 secrets. 3. I don't have secret tokens, unfortunately. Okay. So we have that. That's our first action. I guess we'll just start searching, like looking. We'll have him look around and we'll have her try to pick up clues. Probably makes the most sense. So let's have him go check out the grocery store. I feel like people like food. That makes sense to me. So we shall enter the food. All right. 3 shroud. Action, search the top 6 cards of your deck for an item card and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. It's got 2 clues on it. What we got? 1 clue. 2 clue. All right, that was a second action. No. All right, we're still not good at searching, but I do like the idea of searching the top 6 cards of our deck for an item, so we're going to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 painkillers. I guess we'll hold on to that for now, and then shuffle your deck. Oh, it's limit once per game. Oh well, he is the one we want to get items with. All right. That's everything for him. So now with her, the lock picks are probably solid, right? So we can exhaust it when we investigate and add your foot value, which is 4, to your skill value for this investigation. If you do not succeed by at least 2, you have to discard them, which stinks. But I do like the idea of that. So our first action, we're going to play those. And spend 1 secret. Investigate your location gets -2 shroud. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's with her for the discard. Oh, yeah, all right. We'll have to upgrade those soon. We're gonna actually move over to where his is because it's only a shroud value of 3, and that gives us a better chance. So let's, for the last action, exhaust the lockpicks. So now we're doing 8 against 3 here. Don't be an automatic fail. Just let's not start with that. All right, +1. Okay, cool. She got a clue. So we got 1 clue. That's it for everyone. There are no enemies yet, so we don't have to worry about any enemies. So then we get to ready up. So draw 1 card for him. Daring. And he gets a resource, which we have over here. She readies up. She gets slip away and a resource. Cool. That's everything there. This goes up by 1 out of 6. Bad card. The bag did not betray me yet. Give it time. Give it time. His bad card is Initiate of the Dragon. The dragon commands. Spawn at any empty location. When Initiate the Dragon has no doom on it, it gets +2/+2. At the end of the round, if Initiate of the Dragon is ready and there's no doom on it, place 1 doom on it. So we don't want that, per se. So I do want to go kill this thing. I can't spawn it with me. I'm going to put it at the bookshop. I feel like there would be a dragon enemy at the the bookshop. And we'll put this doom token on it. So we're currently at 2 out of 6 right now. No, it's dragon. Everything's are dragons. Her bad card is test 4 head. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. Okay. So she only has 2. I think I'm going to play You Can Handle This one. Why do they have frost powers? Who? So fast. Play after you draw a non-peril encounter card, but before resolving that card's effect. Choose another investigator. I choose you, Pikachu. And this investigator is considered draw. Because if I lose the catalog, I don't think I mind as much with him. So we're going to play this. And then do this. So he's just going to pull off of this. Fail. Fail. So we lose our asset, which is fine. And then, yeah, she gains a resource. Yeah, she's gain 1 resource. Okay, yeah, she gets a resource. Cool. Cool. Okay. So far, so good. Our turn. So Silas likes to murder things. I don't have a murder weapon out there, but he's pretty good at punching with his bare hands, too. So let's go do that. Let's move over 1 to the little bookshop. After you fail a skill test while investigating it, shuffle the top 2 card in the encounter deck into the leads deck. That stinks. So we won't fail that. But there are 4 clues there, which is wicked amazing. And now, Initiate of the Dragon is now engaged with me. So she does have Doom on herself. So she doesn't get the +2/+2 thing. So we're there. Oh, you're right. At the end of the round. Wait, why did I think it happened right away? You're right. She wouldn't have it on there. At the end. Okay, so she does get +2/+2. So she has 2 extra life. That's fine. I do like punching things. So let's punch first. And we'll play daring. Now we'll engage her now. YOLO. Come on, focus. Commit only to a skill test during an attack or evasion attempt against the enemy. The enemy gains retaliate and alert for the duration of the skill test. After this test ends, draw 1 card. So what we'll do is we will play that. We're doing 7 against 4. She has 1 life. That's okay. All right, succeed. After this test ends, draw 1 card. And we can't recall that with our ability because we used it. Okay, another catalog. I guess we could have recalled that to use it again because we wouldn't have had to have used that. I think that's actually how we should have done it. Because after you reveal the chaos token during your skill test you're performing, return a skill card you committed to this test to your hand. I think since we actually didn't need to use that, we could have brought it back and not drawn a card instead, but I didn't do that. Isn't she dead? No, she's not dead because she... Oh, no, she does. She has +2 evade. You're right. +2 fight, +2 evade. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're good. She is dead. What is dead may never die. Thank you. Okay. Sometimes. I think that's all Arkham players I know, right? Do we want to keep moving around with him? Or we could try to dump 2 cards. The catalog and quick thinking. And test our 4 buck against 2. That doesn't seem terrible to me. Let's try that. Silas is gonna. He's in a bookshop. He's feeling smart, right? He feels like he can handle this. Maybe. I think the average in this bag is -2. Don't fail. Don't fail. Don't fail. What is a hood? -2. No, that's good. Okay. Cool. We've succeeded. That's not novels the second home. It basically is. All right. So that's his 3 actions. Oh, wait. No, we didn't succeed by 2 or more. So investigators spend X clues as a group. So we don't have to be at a special location. To parlay, remove the top X cards from the leads deck up to 3. Draw 1 of them. Shuffle the rest of the leads cards to the rest of them. Okay. All right. We'll do that next turn and draw it in case I draw an enemy. And then we want to be ready to punch the enemy in the face. I guess that makes sense to me, right? Okay. So, I mean, I guess if it's a location, it's fine too, but, you know. Let's use lockpicks on this first thing. So it's now 8 against 3. Yeah, we will. Okay, +1. Jeez, we're drawing shockingly well. All right. She's going to move over to the books. And then I want to now try to do this. So it's 4 against 2. Do we have a card we want to get rid of books? I know, right? You want those later on? I know. Like follow is like okay. I think you know, we'll do it. 4 against 2. I think we'll be all right. 4 against 2. Come on, baby. Big money, big money, big money. Okay. +2. If this is an investigation, you may choose any reveal location you are investigating now as if you were there. No, we don't have a... oh, wait, we do. So we can say this one, right? So it's +2. So we're at 6. If this is an investigation, you may choose any revealed location you are now investigating as if you were that location. So we can get that one now, which is actually really nice. Okay, cool. Chat, I don't like this. I don't like when the chaos bag is this nice to me. It leads to bad things. Obviously. Okay. No enemies on the board, so we don't have to worry about them. Yeah, they already messed up that. One there. Get a weapon. Resourceful. Okay. Not what I wanted, but that's fine. She readies up. She gets more lockpicks. No, B and E. All right, that's good there. This goes up to 2 out of 6. His bad card, her bad card. His bad card is, ooh, an enemy. The troublemaker. Location with the most clues. Okay, that's our location. Place one of your clues on your location. Parlay. Exhaust instant troublemaker. It does not ready during the next upkeep phase. This ability may be triggered by an investigator at a connecting location. All right, so place one of your clues at your location. It does not ready during the next upkeep phase. This ability may be triggered by an investigator at a connecting location. Okay, interesting. Oh, if you place one of your clues. Thank you, yes. But it's only a connecting one. It's not the one you're currently at, right? So he still wants to kill me. Okay, we will deal with that in a second. She got Revelation. Put Innsmouth look into play in your threat area. You get -1 book and -1 sanity, and you gain the deep 1 trait. We can test 3 head. If you succeed, discard this. So we're going to want to get rid of that. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of that. Okay. So we got a troublemaker. He's swinging for 4. We're swinging for 4. I have no way to do extra damage yet. Yeah, I mean, do we want to parlay him? And just run away from the location? Until we're kind of ready? Ugh. And plus we need to get her kind of set up too. Yeah, I really wish I had my weapons. We could try to evade him. And then run. You know what I mean? Because we have manual dexterity, right? So we can evade him, essentially doing the same thing without losing one of our clues. And then have us move a space away to kind of like clear some area. And then she can, I guess, investigate. I hate being down 1. Dodge, dip, duck, and dodge. I hate being down 1, but it's true. It does give us 2 rounds. Well, no, doesn't it give us 1 round? Because it just says, place 1 clue at your location parlay. Exhaust instant troublemaker. It does not ready during the next upkeep phase, which is the one that's coming up, right? Oh no, so he doesn't ready. It does not oh, I get. Okay, does not ready. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was reading that wrong. Yeah. Okay, let's spend a clue. And he does not ready the next upkeep phase. Cool. That was our first action, right? Parlay was an action. Yeah. Can I give her cards to help her out in her tests? I never did it with 2-player. Wait. Follow can be triggered because he isn't engaged. What's followed? How does that work with helping someone else out? You can pitch cards to help her? Okay, good. We'll need that. All right, so it's 2 book versus 2 shroud. I could test 3 versus the 2, but I don't think that really helps us a ton. Because if we mess up, then a thing goes in that deck, which is bad. So, oh, in her hand. +1 is investigation for each damage. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Yes, we could draw. Oh my god, Siren Call. Cost to commit 1 or more recess, you must play. Okay, so we're stuck with that. We're gonna have to get rid of that next turn. So you know what? We're gonna next turn we're gonna have to use 2 actions to get rid of that. We can draw again and do 2 actions and move. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna move for now because we're gonna kind of leave his area. I want to go check out this house. Heal 2 damage with 2 horror or any combination once per game. Okay. It's a good area too. For getting clues. Cool. Okay, so now her turn. We want to test the 3 book. So I'm going to throw away to help her out Guts, which makes her head now 4. We're going to make it 5 for her. 5 versus 3. Uh-oh. Shoot, we failed. So you have to take 1 horror. I thought you said you could help her. Oh, because I'm not at her location? Oh. Then wait, I don't want to leave her location. We'll just draw another card instead. Sorry, I didn't realize that. So, but we failed anyway. So she takes a horror. So that's cool. Okay. Well, that puts a damper on things. Let's do, we're down to 3 book versus 2. Let's do B and E to make sure we succeed. So we add your foot value to the skill value for this investigation. If you succeed by 2 or more, you may automatically evade the enemy at your location. That's fine. So let's spend the 2. We're just going to do this because I really want to succeed and get some clues. So what did I just say that was? 3, 7 total. -2. We didn't fail. All right, so she gets one of the clues. We're up to 4 total. So next turn, we'll start like going through that deck a bit. Now we're still testing 3 versus 2. All right, let's use the lock picks for the last one. So again, it's 3, 7 versus 2. Oh wait, did we succeed by 2? Oh, we succeeded by more than 2. Oh, that's an attack of opportunity. That's right. That's why we didn't care about that. All right, so lock picks is now 7 versus 2. 7, 6, 5, 4 versus 2. So we succeed. It's still succeeding by at least 2, so we're good. So there's 2 clues there now. And she gets 1, so she's at 4, so we got to be 5 total. 3, 4, 5. Hey, Kanane. True. All right. I think we're good. So the enemy would normally... No, the enemy doesn't do anything. We're good there. We ready up. He doesn't ready up this turn because we left a clue behind. Draws a card. Peter Dinklage. She readies up. Draws B and E again. She gets a thing. He doesn't ready up. We're all good. This is 3 out of 6 now. Back card. Back card. Okay, so we test forehead. If you fail, discard 1 asset you control. Wish the Sirens test was an asset. I'm just going to do this. That's fine. We're probably going to fail. -1, we fail. So we can't discard an asset, so we take 2 damage. That's okay for now. She gets... Furtive locals. Test 3 book. If you succeed, either take 1 damage or put the locals into play next to the agenda deck. If you fail, do both. At the end of the round, discard 1 copy of furtive locals from play. Okay. So test 3 versus 3. If you succeed, either take 1 damage or put furtive locals in play next to the agenda deck. Oh, investigators can't parlay. Okay. We'll test 3 versus 3. Place 1 of your clues on your location. Son of a gun. And then she cannot parlay. So at the end of the round, discard this. Okay. 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 He won't ready up till next turn, which is fine. So first thing we want to do is get rid of the Siren Call, right? So discard this. Things don't cost more. Now we will finally move here and call it a day. Oh, all investigators. That's fine. That's fine. No one's going to be parlaying right now. So with her, we might as well skill test twice to try to get clues and then move her over here. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll test. Let's do it with lock picks first for 7. 7 against 2. Gosh. -4. Oh, shoot. Brings it down to 3. So we succeed, but we lose our lockpicks, right? Because we didn't succeed by 2. Sad. Okay. You know what? We might just run away now. How many heads does he have? Not a lot. Yeah, I think we're gonna... But you succeed? Yes, but we did not succeed by 2, right? Yeah, we do not succeed by at least 2. So let's run away over here. And then, yeah, we could put the cipher in play, which will help us out. So let's do that. Cost 3. Comes in with 3 secrets. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of it. Brave Sir Robin ran away. Exactly. Enemy still exhausted for now. He now readies up. He readies up. More track shoes. When does he hunt me? It's not till the next... Oh, no, it's the enemy phase. Okay. She readies up. Cannot be played. Okay, we'll just use that. So that's fine. That's that. This goes up to 4. Yeah, I played Cypher before the turn's over. Yeah. Let's go up to 4. Bad card here. This goes away at the end of the round. That goes away. Yeah, but if you look at it, you have to draw them, right? Oh, we also couldn't parlay yet. So we weren't able to do that. Because of that thing. Yeah, we can't do it yet. All right. Silas's back card is test 3. If you succeed, either take 1 horror, put fog in. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's just test this. We're at -1. Oh my god. Failed. Failed do both. So each location gets +1 shroud and we take a horror. Alright, so everything's a little harder to find. Attach this location with the most clues. Okay. That one. Let's put it here for now. Hey, Madifer, welcome to chat. Okay. Okay. Let's, you know what? He's gonna try his book knowledge. Actually, no. Let's do the parlay thing first. So we can spend 4 clues to look at the top 2 cards, right? Let's see how this reads again. Spend X clues per investigator. So it'd be 2 for 1 card, 4 for 2 as a group. Parlay. Reveal the top 2 cards of the leads deck and draw 1 of them. Shuffle the rest back in the leads deck along with the top card of the investigator deck. All right, so we got Brian and the Shoreward Slums. So we want to keep track of what we got, right? That's the idea, right? Because it can't be one of these. So we know Brian is not one of them. And we know the Slums is not one of them. So we can reveal this and put it into play. With the moon. Okay, so this goes here. And then this gets shuffled back in, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, oops. Okay. For each doom on it, after you fail a skill test, whether you put a doom on it. Okay, so that gets 2 clues. Cool. All right. Good. Now it's his turn. Oh, wait, everything gets +1 shroud, so it's really testing 3 against it. Let's do, first thing we'll do is put Peter into play. Maybe that helps us out. I don't know if we want the track shoes or not. Actually, you know what? Let's get the track shoes too, because we can have him engage us. Well, everything has 1 extra shroud. She could still probably grab a clue or 2 from there, but then we have to move this way. This is a terrible one to test on. For now. Yeah, I guess we should just kind of like do the top card of the hunch deck. Why is that? Did I fail something? Hey, Alex. Dude, 17 months. Appreciate you, dude. Oh, you're right. It does say we're long. Thank you. Thank you. And I guess when you draw the 2, you just choose not that one if you want, right? Okay. Okay. Well, let's... Yeah, Kick. There was a whole big thing. My stream didn't work in the beginning. I was late, and Kick just failed. All right, let's draw a card. See if we get one of our weapons. Stunning blow. It's not bad. And then I'm thinking what we could do is move away, so he moves out and gives us like an extra round. And then maybe we can bring him back and then start attacking or something. So I'm just going to move him away 1. Her turn. Exhaust this cipher to use a secret. So this is now down to 1, right? Because it's at +1 right now. So it's at 3. It's now down to 1 against our 3 book. So we're up 2. And we'll throw away this too. We're up 3. All right, so up 3. Okay, 0. Got a clue. Let's then... do... God, I really need to get rid of this card. I just don't have a good way to do it. We could just test 3 against 2 and see what happens. I guess we can use follow too. All right, let's test. We're +2. Yeah, she'll move her next turn. So we're up +2. We're going to try to get this last clue here. +2. Oh, God. We take a horror. Son of a gun. That was her second action. Last action, she runs away. Okay. God. Okay. Bad news bears. My water. All right. So let's do, oops. I'll knock over my water. He has the hunted keyword, so he's going to hunt up here. Can't attack. That's fine. Everything ready's up. Give me something good, baby. Oh my God, Eureka. We're at 4, so 5 total. 3, 4, 5. She draws. Okay. Commit to a skill test only if there's a clue at your location. Oh, this could be good. Because there's a clue here. We could put inquiring mind in, right? And then that could be used for the book, and hopefully we succeed. That might be a good move right there. Okay. The fog goes away. Thank God. This is up to 5 out of 6. Each person gets a back card. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I would get Innsmouth look off of her with that card. I think that'll help us out a ton. All right, his back card is test 4 foot. If you fail, okay, so 4 foot. We have 5. I'm also going to use manual dexterity because maybe we can draw a decent card. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 7 against 4. Oh my God. No, we succeeded. 7 against 4 minus 3. We are good. So we get to draw a card. Okay. If you fail, take 1 damage, 1 hard. Then discard from each and move to central location. Wait, isn't that where we are? Oh, we are at a central location. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, her back card is Revelation. If you have no clues, falsely gain surge. We do have a clue. If you have 1 or more clues, test 4 book. For each point you fail by, place 1 of your clues. Son of a gun. All right, we're just yeah, we're just gonna test this. All right, bag. If you were ever gonna give me a +1, now's the time. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, we failed. So our clue goes out of location. Okay. Now, what we could do is attack. Time and insta fail back to back. All right, so we have daring to attack. So we could hit him once. And then we could try the old stunning blow with resourceful to evade the enemy. And that'll at least give us another round to kind of like chill for a minute, you know what I mean? So I think we're gonna have him go do what he does best. Try to murder. Second attack, we're gonna attack with daring. So we're attacking 4 against his 4, but we're up 3. The enemy gains retaliate and alert. After this test ends, draw 1 card. So we're up 3. Okay, we succeed. Draw 1 card. Okay. He takes the damage out of his 3 damage. Now, what I'm thinking is we can now do Stunning Blow, which if the skill test is successful, automatically evade. And we could do that with a Resourceful. I don't think this would be in our discard pile yet, right? If you play them, you discard it at the end, so we couldn't grab one of this card back, Stunning Blow. I'm pretty sure at least. But we're up +2. Oh, come on. Oh, the current agenda. That's -1. So we succeeded. 2nd damage to him. We automatically evade. Yeah, I think it's committed too. We'll just take the book, I guess. And that was our last action. So he's evaded. So he won't attack us at least. And that's good to go. Now for her, we want to test this head thing. So we're doing 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 against 3. Come on, baby. Come on, give it to me. 5 against 3. Up 2. Hey, okay. That is gone. Now we can actually look for clues. Good. Good. That was a big win for us. Oh, that was our first action. We could minus the shroud value here by 2. And do 4 against 2. I don't know what these shroud values are yet, if they're lower. I feel like these were lower. And thus, they should be lower. But I also don't want to be too far away from Silas in case he has to come and punch something in the face. We could have her move here and then use it, and it's almost guaranteed success. Dagon are weak to electric attacks. I think we're going to move her to the house. And then we'll do a thing here. Oops. So this is at 0. So we're up 4. The only thing that could be failing us is automatic fail. 0. She gets a clue. Cool. That's good. The enemy is exhausted. They can't attack us. So we'll ready up. He readies up now. Okay. You fail skill test. Okay. That's fine. Still not what I want. Manual dexterity. That's fine. All right. This is up to 6. So this now advances. If you defeat a suspect enemy, then you can never take control of each clue. Okay. So, the town of Innsmouth grows more and more hostile with each day that passes. The townsfolk have caught onto your presence and perhaps even the reason of your visit. Shuffle the set aside one-winged and both hunting night gods into your counter deck along with the discard pile. All right. So the enemies all get shuffled in. All right, Cap. Take care. I appreciate your help, dude. If a decision to stick together is listed under the memories... no, there was no stick together, right? You didn't see anything with stick together, right? Probably would tell us. Oh wait, was that was on the last one, right? Yeah, we just had a meeting. We didn't have to stick together. Son of a gun. Okay. All right. That's shuffled. This drops back down to 0. This goes away. This one states just how fully the pursuit was organized and indeed what the person might be. I could form no idea. If you defeat a suspect enemy, the kidnapper take control. Okay, so it's up to 7. That was that. All right, bad cards now. His bad card. Test 4, the wings. If you fail, you take 1 damage. So we'll test 4 against... You know what? We're going to throw away a shoe. So we're up +1. Just in case. Oh my god. We failed. We have to take a horror. So we'll have him take our horror. And then if you fail, take 1 damage and 1 horror. Then disengage from each non-Nugget enemy engage with you and then move to central. Okay, so he disengages you and we move to central. All right, her back card. Attach to your location. Limit 1 per location. It gets +2 shroud. That's fine. I don't even care about that, so that works out good. Okay. We need to kind of speed things up and start get more clues. We need her to go faster. I think I'm going to have him punch the troublemaker in the face. So, first action, he's going to go here and engage this guy again. Then we're doing 4 against 4 to attack. And if we fail, we can play the fast lucky. So we're at 0. Oh my god. Okay. Failed. We're going to try to punch him again. Don't get the fail token. We're at 0. Okay, 0. Cool. We kill him. He's dead. One less thing to worry about. Now she... Dead Fisherman's dead, yeah. She's going to go back to this bookshop. So the attached location cannot be investigated. So we're going to test the 4 foot. So we got 4 versus 4. We're going to use manual dexterity and slip away. So we're up 3. Okay, 0. We succeed. Successful, we could draw a card. Lockpicks, huge. This goes away. This door is broken. Let's just put the lockpicks back into play as our last action. Okay, cool. No enemies, so ready, back up. We're at 6, so we need to be 7. So 6, 7. 6, 7. Draws a card. All right, meat cleaver. Huge. Needed that. She readies up. Gets crack the case. That's 1. This goes up 1. Back card. Back card. Test forehead. Ugh. Actually, we're going to do guts. All right, I'm going to try to actually succeed this. So we're going to do Eureka, Guts, and Cherished Keepsake. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at +2. +2. Oh my god, we failed. We take 1 horror. Oh, he would have healed. We'll put the horror on him. And then if you fail, choose discard 1 asset you control. Peter gets discarded because he is an asset. Test was not successful. If this test was successful, it was not. That all gets discarded. Okay. Peter just falls and drowns. Useless. She gets test 4 foot. You know what? We're just going to do it. 4 versus 4. Come on. -2, we fail. So she ends up back over here. My God, we've gotten Wings and Darkness so many times. Okay. First action, he's going to put the Meat Cleaver in play. Cost 3. Second action, he's going to come here. Then we're going to spend 2 resources to do our move action up to the refinery. 1 shroud, 2 clues. Okay. We can draw 4 cards if need be. Okay. And then we'll have him also go down to the harbor, or over to the harbor, and see what it's like over there. That's 3 shroud with 4 clues on it. I kind of just want to like pave the way for her to see what's going on. After you successfully investigate the harbor by 3 or more, look at the top card of the leads deck, then shuffle the leads deck. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting one. All right, so that was his 3 things. For her, we don't have clues to spend for her. So let's move her over here to the refinery. And she's going to test, plus she's at 3 higher, right? 4 minus the 1. So we're at +3. Okay, got a clue. We'll do the last one. We're at +3 again. Oh my God. Even, so we don't fail, so we won. Or we didn't win, we got the thing. God, we have been getting... Success, are you in there? Yeah, no, wait, where are you? Yeah, you're in there. I just feel like I get the same ones over and over and over. All right, no enemies. Ready up. Draws a card. Stupor. After you take a parlay, draw, or investigate, you cannot do any of those types of actions for the remainder. Okay. All right. That's that. Oh, and he gets a thing. She readies up. She gets a thing. Draws obfuscation. All right. His bad card. Her bad card. His bad card is Peril. You must either spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. I don't have a clue. So we'll just take 2 damage. Down to 3 life. Just the way we like it. Did you draw Shadow of the Past yet? Basically, I feel like I've drawn it 10 times. All right, we have test 3 book. If you succeed, either take 1 damage or put this in the play. Okay. Let's succeed. 4 versus 3. So we're at +1, 0. Okay, so we can either take 1 damage or put this in play. We'll take the 1 damage because she has a lot of life still. Okay. Let's do the safe action and move over here. Like the new card camera. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome, Tony. Let's do a safe action. Let's move over here. Now, it's 3 against our 4. Let's do first lock picks. So we add our foot value. So now it's 8 total. So we're up 5. So +5. Oh my God. Agenda's at 2. So we're at +3. So we don't get rid of that. We get this. And then after you successfully investigate this harbor by 3 or more. So it was -2. That was 3, right? 7 or 8 versus 3, which is 5, 4, 3. Yeah. Look at the top card of the leads deck. All right. It's Brian we already had. We know Brian's one of them. It's fine. Okay. Now we'll use our last cipher. It gets -2 shrouds, so it's at 1. 1 against our force. We're up +3 again. Just don't get something bad. Okay, that's fine. We succeed. So that's 4 minus 1. That was -1. So we only succeed by 2. So this gets 2 on it, and then we get 1. Okay. That's fine for now. That's fine for now. Okay. Wait, did we ever do his actions? Or did we just literally start with her and didn't do any of his actions? Were we just so excited for her? I don't think we did any of hers. Or any of his. So... yeah, I'm pretty sure we didn't. I'm pretty sure we just skipped ahead. That's fine. Because what we'll do... yeah. That's fine. We just mixed up a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll spend as a group or parlay. So we'll do 2, 3, 4 to draw the top 2 cards. See what we get. Okay. Dagon and the Sawbone Alley. So go to our thing. Wait, where's our thing? Why did our thing disappear? What the heck? Campaign log. Oh no. No. Our section disappeared. That stinks. Is there a way to edit it? No, of course we can't. Is it going well? It's going fine, but now the app messed up. And we can't edit it. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, Sawbone Alley eliminated and Dagon. All right, cool. The New York set will be a good starting point. Am I ready too far? But I think it'll be a good starting point. I do. All right, Sawbone Alley we'll put in. Then we have to shuffle one of these in. I mean, I'm gonna get it. I think it will be a decent introductory point. All right, so this is all the way over here now. I think they want to make it more accessible for people too. Okay, that's that. So these get shuffled in now. One of our new bad cards in the other location. Do we have a way to just warp or no? No. Certain cards let us do that, right? Okay. Okay. So our locations now. It's either she's at the jail or the house or the new church green. And it's not Brian. Just be a trash player. All right, so for his first action, I guess let's work our way. Well, let's go to the Fish Street Bridge and see what we got over here. All right, 2 Shroud, 2 Clues. That's not bad. Yeah, I think the new core will be good. I really do. Especially for new players. The original core wasn't that great. Like, it was fine, but it was very introductory-ish. Alright, we could try. You know what? We're gonna try. We're gonna try the old skill test here. So we're testing 2 versus 2. We'll add +1, so we're up 1. Okay, we succeed. Cool. Why did I put these on there? So he gets 1 clue. I don't understand why they keep saying card pool is too big for Arkham and Champions, but then Arkham 2.0 is like 80% card players in year 1. Also decided they are doing small campaigns moving forward. I don't know. I was so close to getting into it before Christmas, but decided not to. I'm glad I'm saving money. Yeah, I know next year is when they're going to be doing 2 large campaigns, and by large it's now only 5. But I think they really want to ease people into it. I really think that's their goal. Well, that's one of their goals. I shouldn't say their only goal. I think that's one of their big goals, is to ease new people into it. And I think this is how they think they're going to do it. All right, so we can't take another investigation action because we already did it. That'd be my guess with that. We will draw another card with him. All right, stunning blow. That's fine. All right, now we're all caught up. I think a big part of it's financial reasons. I think they want better margins, but I think they also want Arkham to get more new people in. I think that's the idea, is to get you used to like building decks, because I think that holds a lot of people back. So I think they want that, get you used to a bunch of cards, slowly ease out. Basically, this year you'll have 3 scenarios in the core box. Then a couple months after that, you're going to get a solo scenario pack. And then a couple months after that, you'll get the triple scenario pack. So I think that's why they're playing the release the way that they are. And then this way, then next year after you master those scenarios, then you get like the 2 big scenarios. Let's say they're rotating 3 and 5 scenario campaigns. 3 seems way too short for what people actually enjoy about the game. Even 5. 5 is going to be weird. It'll be interesting to see. Again, I think they're doing 5 because they want to have it be less demanding. Because even MJ said like a lot of people just didn't go all the way through it. Like when they sold Mythos packs. I think that's what they're basing it off of. The rotation of it's really weird. But they did say in 2027 there would be 2 larger scenarios, and then somebody did it on Reddit where they like transcribed everything and wrote the notes. So I'm pretty sure there's 2 larger scenarios in 2027 if I understood them correctly. But yeah, I think then the next year there'll only be 3 or more player cards. It got really wonky, so I'm just kind of waiting for the releases at this point. All right, no enemies. I wish they would have just like flat out said what it was. Overpower. Switch to campaign investigator boxes. Sounds like they're going back to more Dude, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on that. In the shadows. Okay. Yeah, how much did they say they wanted to get smaller SKU count? And this is obviously a larger SKU count thing now. Like it doesn't make sense. I don't think they know. I think short is just going to be the norm. They want to get new players and make it easy as possible, not scare them away. Yeah. And there'll be a single scenario pack every year, guaranteed. Not guaranteed, but every year, according to their plans. And I think that's what they're going to do for Marvel Champions, too. Bet we go back to clan packs? I mean, we're basically there, right? Basically there. All right. Silas's bad card is, if you have no clues... Ugh, I do. If you have 1 or more clues, test for a book. Oh my god, I don't want to lose my clues. Yeah, whatever. Give me auto success. Oh, okay. Oh wait, that gives me nothing. So we need 2 book. Do we have a 2 book card? No, we don't. So it's useless. All right, we can commit this. It still go back to our hand. And we lose our clue. Son of a gun. I really wish I was an auto success. All right, so she tests 3 book. All right, so we're doing 4. We're gonna put +1, so we're up 2. Be nice if she got the auto success. Actually, I don't think it matters. All right, so we're +2. That's -2, so we succeed. Either take 1 damage or put this into play. I'll just no, we cannot parlay. I'm okay with that, with us not being able to parlay. That's okay for now. All right, so now it's Silas's turn, who just feels kind of useless right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not killing a lot, which is what I want to be doing. Okay. Let me really quick. I use this ability, so let me just cross that out. How many are here? It's like 2. I mean, it makes more sense to get her down there. And he's kind of just chilling. All right, let's see if he can find something. So we're going to use resourceful. So we're up 1. Oh my god. If you fail, place one of your clues. I don't have a clue. Joke's on you, game. If this is not successful. Okay. I need things to murder. All right. Let's just test it again. Oh, wait. No, we can't. So you can only do it once, right? Yeah. All right. Let's just move, I guess, here. Then we'll draw a card. Another meat cleaver is fine. Okay. We're going to have her move down here. Her second action, we're going to lockpick this. So it's 8 versus 2. So we're up 6. Of course we did. It's still -4, so we still succeed by 2. Thank God. So we get that. And then we'll test 4 versus 2. We're going to do B and E with it. So now we add our foot value. So it's up to 8. 8 versus 2 again. And of course, we got +1 that time. All right. Do we have the fast card or did we get rid of that? We got rid of that. Okay. So we're up to 3 clues. We want to get 1 more. I want to work my way over to Sawbone Alley and the bookshop because there are a decent amount of clues over here. I'm thinking when we get her here, we can at least move her faster. So we can use 1 action, that, second action, and then start searching. And then for him, we can get him over there. That's going to be our next round, hopefully. All right. So he gets 5, draws a card. It's his harpoon. We'll probably want to play that. Her stuff readies up. Oops. Draws. You handle this one, which actually could be good for her. Not so much for Silas, but that's okay. All right, his bad card is You must either spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. I don't have a clue. Gosh. He's about to die from all this stuff. He has 1 life left. Cool. She gets attached to your location, limit once per location. Okay, that's fine. It's actually the best we could hope for with that. All right, Silas is about to die, so always a good sign. Let's have him move. Have him use 2 clues to move. Second action, we'll get the harpoon in play for 3. Last action, we'll move to the alley. For her, first action, move here. Then use a quick action to spend 2 resources to move here. Second action to move here. And then last action with the lock picks, we'll do 8 versus 2. So we're up 6 plus 6. Okay, succeed. Before turn finishes. Nah, that's all right. That's all right. We can hold on to this. Ready up. He gets his cherished keepsake. Manual dex. I mean, we haven't gotten her back cards yet. This is 5 out of 7. So we gotta start crossing people off our list. Okay. Test 4. If you fail, discard 1 asset you control, or if you cannot take 1. Oh my god. Okay. Do we have 4 head? So we have 2 currently. No, just test it. -1, we failed, so we'll discard meat cleaver. It's fine. We have another one in her hand if we need it. She gets an enemy. Spawn in an empty location. Let's move her there. And she gets +2 attack, +2 evade. Okay. So it's got 4 attack. All right. What we'll do is first move. He's going to do what he does best and go over here and engage the Not Dragon. She has 4 attack. The Not Dragon. Let's use Overpower. So we're at +2. All right, I'll take care, man. Oh my god, +2. All right, so we would be at -1, but we're gonna play lucky so that we get +2 to this, so we succeed. And since we succeeded, we get to draw a card, Fearless, and they're dead. All right, so what we'll do is we'll move him back to her. And then we'll parlay. So we'll use 4 clues again. Take top 2 cards. Barnabas Marsh or Fog over Innsmouth. Okay. I don't want Barnabas. So we'll shuffle him in with the top card. So it's Barnabas. Cross him off the list. Okay. So now I have to test 3 head. Oh, sorry. I didn't put the other one in. Yeah, that matters. Place 1 doom on the nearest enemy. There is no enemy, but we do fail. So if you fail, do both. So each one gets +1 shroud, and we take 1 horror. Okay. That was our last thing, right? No, that's not our last thing. Yeah, that should be our last thing. Right? Because we moved, we killed. I think we did 3 actions with him. Didn't we? Yeah, we did. We did do 3 actions. Okay. That's fine. All right, so everything gets +1 shroud. So she's going 4 against 3 right now. Let's do lockpick. So it's 8 against 3, so we're at +5. Okay, so 4, we succeed, we get a clue. So it's down to 2. And we get 1. Oh my god. We're like really running out of time here. All right, let's just test it again. So we're at +1. What's the book? Take 1 horror, so we failed. She's down to 3. Do it one more time. Do you want to just do in the shadows? I think so. So we'll do 4 against 3. Gives us +2. So it's 6 against 3. All right, so we're up 3. +3. Okay, cool. Didn't need to do that, but whatever. Okay. Everything ready's up. He draws Lucky. She gets Crack the Case. This is at 6 out of 7. Bad card. Bad card. Problem is, I don't know what happens when this flips. So, okay. He gets an enemy. She's going to be here. She gets... If you have no clues, falsely gain search. If you have 1 or more clues, test 4 book. For each point you fail, place 1 of your clues. Okay. So we're testing 4 against 4. I'm going to throw away 2 book. So we're up +2. Come on. Give me a win. Give me a win. +2. Might as well. Okay, succeed. Just don't want to lose my clues yet. I mean, the next time this advances, but I don't know if like you automatically lose or you have to make a guess on somebody or something. So I'll play it truly blind right now. Oh, and this goes away at the end of the round. So let's just give it the old college try, right? He's only got 1 health left. I guess we could go kill that thing. Yeah. All right, let's go kill it. Case this ends up becoming a thing. I don't know if it advances, so we might as well just be prepared. All right, let's attack. We'll get the +1 fight. If you commit 1 or more skill tests, deals +1 damage. So we're at +1. We'll throw away stunning blow for we're at +2, and we have a lucky if need be. So +2. Okay, so we succeed. Kills this thing. That's probably good, I guess. All right, and last action, we'll just play or cherish keepsake in case we take a ton of horror or something. I don't know. All right, let's lockpick this bad boy. 8 versus 2. So we're up 6. Succeed. Let's move up to this spot, to the bookshop. And let's test this one. that got really grainy all of a sudden. There we go. Which one is that? Place one of your clues on your location. Of course. Of course. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. No enemies. We ready up. Manual dexterity. It might just be like, you have to make a guess. This is the one nice thing about like playing these scenarios again. Is just like, you know what happens. Mr. Rook. All right, this hits 7. Let's see what happens. Nope. As night falls once more in the town of Innsmouth, you return to your hotel room to find that it has been completely ransacked. Your luggage is ravaged, its contents strewn about. Much of your gear has been stolen. Scrawled on the wall in the black paint is a warning. Interlopers drown in the deep. Perhaps you should lay low for a while. Resolution 1. All right. Resolution 1. So, you're cleaning up the mess left by those who vandalized your hotel room when you hear shuffling outside your door. Fearing the worst, you press up against the wall and wait in perfect silence. There is no escape from your room other than a narrow window of dirty glass that you don't think you can fit through. Your heart thumps loudly in your chest as you wait for whatever it is to come. A knock on the door, a break-in, anything. You certainly aren't expecting a small leather notebook to slip through under the crack of your door, though that's exactly what happens. After a moment, you breathe a sigh of relief and step forward to examine the notebook. It's an old handwritten account describing the history. It's got to be account, right? Describing the history of the strange town of Innsmouth as far back as the early 1800s, though the author goes unnamed. The record seems to focus primarily on Obed Marsh's founding of a strange organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. You don't remember any manuscripts of this store on sale at the bookstore, nor do you think this town has any libraries to speak of. Where was this notebook found, and who delivered it to you? Curiosity gets the better of you. You open the door of the hotel room, but the dim, dusty hallway lies before you. The identity of your benefactor eludes you. Still, you can't pass up a chance like this. For the remainder of the night, you study the record, jotting notes in the margin as you draw connections between Innsmouth's past and the events of the past week. One thing becomes clear. Whatever the Esoteric Order of Dagon is, its members must be the ones behind Agent Harper's kidnapping. And just as Agent Dawson suspects, their motives seem to have nothing to do with evading prohibition. So we get X experience equal to the victory display value. I think that's just 1, right? Yeah, it's just this one. Okay, cool. Campaign log, record that the mission failed. And you go to interlude 2. All right, we can read the interlude. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Okay. I've been playing scenarios with new decks. Play Carcosa. Oh, Carcosa is so good. All right, like flashes in your mind, shadows drown your thoughts as the memory fades. You are lying once again on the rocky beach off the coast, your skull pounding in agony. Agent Harper leans over you in a worried etched brow. Hey, you finally awake. You sit up, your muscles aching. It looks like the tide rose several inches while you were out. Am I like going back and forth in time? The water laps at your ankles and soaks into your shoes. What happened? She says. What did you see? Failed. You tell Harper you remember your mission to find her, but that after a week of searching, I am like remembering the past. You hadn't been able to do so. The last thing you remember was somebody slipping a notebook under your hotel room with some information regarding an organization called the Esoteric Dragon. Oh, yeah, that was me. Sorry I didn't stick around and chat, but I had some other business to attend to. She tells you that after several days in captivity, she finally managed to get the upper hand against her captor and free herself, but she was injured in the process. As to prove her story, she opens her trench coat and you see dark bloodstains seeping through her buttoned-up shirt. Several bandages peek out beneath the fabric. Just barely missed my kidney. Lucky me, eh? You complain that you were wasting your time searching high and low for her, and she scoffs. Hardly. You learned more in 1 week than I did in 2. I knew that you were onto something, and I wanted to help you out, but I was still being followed, so I dropped off the one solid bit of research I found and laid low for a while. It was you who did the rest, really. Sadly, you remember nothing of the rest. Don't worry, she says. I'll catch you up. There's a lot still you don't remember. Just then, a resounding crash thunder echoes in the eastern horizon, and a powerful wave smashed against the jetties. The sky is a deep crimson red behind blackening storm clouds that swirl around the sun and the moon. The celestial bodies hang together in perfect alignment. That can't be good. Harper's lips turn rigid with concern. Okay, new plan. Let's get back to Innsmouth. I'll explain what I know along the way. With a fragment of your memories returned to you, past events have become clearer. Each investigator may now spend unspent points. So we can spend some, which we'll probably do next time because I'm tired. Why you got no memories? I mean, I got nothing. I want to see, what was this? You can make a whole accusation. And what is this? I want to know who it was. So my guess, at curiosity's sake, is actually I don't have it with me. So my guess would be, let's see. I'm gonna guess Esoteric Order of Dagon is the location hideout, and Robert Friendly, because I don't trust anyone named Friendly. Okay, it was the House of Water Street and Othera Gilman. So I was completely wrong. Did not find her. Sad. Sad. Don't you know time is an illusion? It's an illusion, Michael. Oh well. All right. That was good. That was good old fun. Yeah, I'll clean this up in a bit. But I'm exhausted now. But no, that was good. I enjoyed it. I'm happy we didn't I guess we didn't succeed, but I feel like we didn't fail either. Like it probably would have been bad to fail usually, right? Oh, if we would have failed, we would have resigned. So that's something, I guess. Actually, wouldn't have made a difference. That's good to know. Oh well. It was a moral victory, yes. Interesting. Cool. Cool. That was fun. All right. I'm out of here, chat. So I'll be live again on Friday. I don't think Novels is joining, so I'm not 100% sure what we'll be doing, but we'll do something and it will be good, hopefully. But yeah, I appreciate you all being here. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you all Friday, I guess. And hopefully we get the rest of the stream to work. I don't know if Kick will work or not, because it's just everything is messed up. So we'll see when I get closer. So Friday will be my last time in a bit. Yeah, so I'll be here Friday, but next week I won't because I have to travel for work. Nice. Go on vacation for 2 weeks. That's amazing. So you won't miss 1 week. So that's good. But you will miss the following week, which is all good. But enjoy vacation, dude. But yeah, so we'll see if the stream works better next time without all the errors of this time. But yeah, I'll see you all later. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the support. And I will see you all Friday. Take care.